Sorry for. Hey, I'll welcome in to our pregame show here at S2S Colorado Buffaloes Live. As always, I'm your host, Manny. Again, make sure you follow us on Twitter, me on Twitter, I should say, at Manny_303, IG at 303_Manny. Again, Buff Line's there at the bottom. But yeah, we're here in Boulder. We're ready to get this thing rocking. We're ready to get rolling. Pretty looks like a pretty good crowd that we're going to have today. We've seen a good chunk of Delaware fans as well. So hopefully they have a good game day experience and go home a little bit more on the not so happy side as they are right now, which they should. Just real quick, a couple updates. It looks like I had this pulled up a second ago. Let me see. Amarion is not going to be going today, like we initially thought that he wasn't. Let me pull up the inactives real quick. We had Omarion is out. Samuel Okunloa and Gabriel Lightfoot are not dressed for today's game. So so far that is what we have. Again, I didn't expect O to go. I do not think we're going to see Dallin, but we will see about that. I hope he does play though, because he needs to start. As a running back, they need to get hit a little bit. They need to get that a couple calluses put right on them for the game. So we'll see. We need to get him in game shape. But with that being said, though, excited for today. The environment here right now, the weather is beautiful, about 75 or 80 degrees today. Looks amazing. Perfect weather for football today. We have let me see the environment. And it is pretty, I didn't think it's not the same as Georgia Tech as the opening game for the season, but again, this place in Folsom, it always is rocking. Still a ton of people here. Big game feel, not necessarily like Georgia Tech, but man, people are excited to be here. It's one of the best things you can do after a loss as a fan, even as a team, right? You get back and get back to work, get things right, and get rolling on it. So yeah, we're here in Boulder. We're ready to get going. Let me see. If you are here at the game, come check us out. We are in lot 418, and we're right next to the event center up here on top. Come by, check us out, say what's up. We're just hanging out here, so come check us out if you can. Let's talk a little bit about the fans. A lot of Delaware fans here today. A lot of Buff fans. So yeah, just seems like a really good atmosphere today for football. Now, what I want to do is just kind of go over our keys to the game that we talked about yesterday. So first key to the game is they got to let Caden be Caden, man. This is huge. This is extremely important. So this is one of the biggest things that they can do for Caden. Let him get his rhythm down. Again, I am kind of curious, though, how much of him being sick this past game affected his performance. So ready to see what Caden can actually do. It does look like he is starting. So I was wrong on that. And again, I'll take that. I'll own that. I really thought we would see Juju starting today. But again, he is going to get a lot of burn. I would say he probably gets the majority of the snaps as well. So we need to look. That's something to look forward to as well. And again, I'm rocking my Juju today. Rocked it last week. Rocking it again because, man, it's the Phenom's first game. So real excited for that. So we'll see how that goes. But let Caden be Caden. Make some more QB designed runs. Let's make sure that let's make sure this team's ready to go today, man. This is one of those get right games before we enter Big 12 play next week. And another, our second key to the game is, man, we know Delaware's quarterback is going to he's going to get moving, right? He's going to be on the run a lot. The Buffs need to do something. This is a good practice opportunity. They need to hold this team under 100 yards rushing, right? That I don't think that's too much to ask for. This is one of those opportunities to get right. It's a get right game for the Buffs and to establish an identity. So we'll see what the Buffs do. Again, we're here. It's rocking. We have planes flying overhead as well with their banners. Again, Boulder is a whole different atmosphere than it was 10 years ago with the addition of Coach Prime. So, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what's rolling today. Now, second or third key to the game: run the football. Absolutely, this is a must. Michael Welch should not get less than 20 touches together. He needs to get going. If Dallin is going, if Dallin Hayden is playing, he needs to get going. The Buffs really need to get this thing up and running and develop an identity, right? I know that they want to develop that tough on both sides of the ball. This is one of those games to do this. They should be able to impose their will. They should dominate, and this shouldn't be close. It should be over by halftime. I was sharing. I don't know if you guys seen on X. Man, I had a nightmare last night. I woke up and told my wife I woke up panicked. I said, "Man, I woke up and for some reason I wasn't at the game, wasn't with you or the family, and we had Delaware was up 63-20, and the Buffs were driving. So we had a one of our friends over there at Feathers and Field Goals that for Delaware." He posted something like, final score 63-28 Delaware. I said, man, that is like kind of what the score was in my nightmare. So again, it's just a nightmare. It's just a dream, not too much stock in there. But I thought that was a little bit, I don't know, surreal a little bit. So hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. But yeah, this is one of those games, though. They should be able to run the football. They should be able to do it. And now, fourth, when Juju gets in the game, man, let that dude sling the football. Regardless of how today goes, there will be a quarterback controversy heading into next week. Regardless of what I say, what everyone else says, you're going to see Juju light it up today. He's fantastic, fantastic young player. So make sure that this is something we keep our eyes on for the game. And number 5, so last key to the game: get the ball to your playmaker. So again, O is out today. He's not even suiting up. I believe Sincere Brown is starting over JoJo, so Joseph Williams will not be starting today. So I would assume that receivers are going to look like Joseph Williams, Draylon, and who am I missing? I would say probably maybe Hakeem or Quentin Gibson. So it's extremely important to get these dudes the ball. So we'll see. I'm really excited. Let's see. When we are up by, let me see, domestically G. When we are up by spread and starters playing well and keys to game are accomplished, play all bench player. Yep. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good idea, domestically G. And domestically, I'm just curious. We did a roll call thing yesterday. Would you mind just kind of curious where our viewers are at? So I like to do the roll call, see where everybody's at. So just drop in the chat where you're tuning in from. Again, just talking about the Prime Effect. We meet people here in Boulder from all over the country. I'm just kind of curious though, but I do agree. And great. Yep. Remaining Kings out. They need to get this thing, use this first half to get right. So it should be over at halftime. We had our friend Humble Texan. Let's see. I think QB controversies are external projections onto the program. If the Buffs handle it well within the program, there will be no issue. Yeah, I do agree with that. And again, you can't stop people talking about it though, right? It's all produced, manufactured outside of the environment within the building, right? Because again, these players know exactly what they're going up against, and what the game plan is for the week. So I do though think that by midseason we'll probably see Julian Lewis starting. And I don't want to dive too much into that. I'm just I'm not big media outlet source, anything like that. But we'll see what happens. I'm a huge fan. If you guys have not caught that, by I don't know if you guys have caught that, but I'm a huge fan of Julian Lewis since the day we signed him. That is the future of the program, and that's the one that can lead us to the promised land. So let me see. Domestically, G said, currently from living and working outside the States, but from Nevada. Okay, very cool. Very, very cool. Awesome. Thanks for joining us again. I appreciate the support as well. Domestically, G, yeah, you've been with us almost since day one, man, so I appreciate you a ton. Yeah, so those are my keys to the game. There was one more thing that I want to talk about. Just move on from the Georgia Tech game. Game's over. I did see on Twitter somebody talking about what was it? We made Haynes King look like he's now in the Heisman talk. I mean, leading up to that game, I think those of us who follow college football knew exactly who Haynes King was. This dude is that dude's a baller, man. Like, yes, the Buff should have stopped him, but again, right? Their defense shouldn't have gave up X amount of yards, all these huge plays to Haynes King. But same time, on the reverse side, the argument could be that the Buffs defense did enough to win in the first 3 drives, right? That game should have been over. Should have been over 21-0 and forced him to throw the football. But Haynes King, you'll see him. He's going to have a big game. You know, he'll have big games. He's just flat out a stud. So, real excited for this. So, and then let's see, Chad, our friend Chad from Odessa, Texas. Yeah. Are you expecting a even split run pass game? What's your projection for today? Depends who gets more carries. So if Julian, or sorry, more reps, Julian or Caden. So let's just say Caden gets more reps today. I expect more runs. Passing, if Julian gets more reps, I expect to see more in the passing game. So I do think the reps are going to be split like 60-40, leaning towards Julian to Juju. But again, I'm excited. I wore the shirt. This is the debut of the Phenom. Man, yeah, I can't wait for this game to start. I just want to go to our seats now and watch Julian. And we're in about an hour, 60 minutes here from kickoff. But Julian is going to have a big game today. He is going to play well. He's going to spread that thing around. This is just a big game. This is a big game for me. As much as I've been talking about Julian Lewis, my wife here, she's probably heard me talk about Julian Lewis for, geez, I don't know how long have I been talking about him for? About a year or more. Yeah. So I love Julian Lewis again. So growing up, so I guess this is fair to say, growing up, I was in Southern California, so followed USC when I grew up. Became a Buff fan. There was a huge winter storm. I want to say it was like 96, 97, and they were playing Nebraska. We got snowed in. We were supposed to head back. So she lived in Colorado Springs. We were supposed to head back to Southern California, and man, something just took to me at that point. And then we went and bought me a couple of Colorado Buffaloes. I just love the way they looked. And so that's when I became a fan of them. And then, in the early 2000s, it was Chris Brown, Bobby Purify, Daniel Graham, Michael Lewis, right, Jeremy Bloom. I loved Ben Kelly growing up, before them a little bit. But this is just so anyway, all that to say that I was following Julian Lewis when he was committed to USC at that point, him and Carday Smith. So yeah, I'm just super excited for this. I've been following him for a year and a half. The moment that they said that, maybe even 2 years at this point, the moment that, he flipped and they were starting to gain a little bit of momentum, I think it was last summer, not this past summer, last summer, when he was ready to, when he came out to visit, I was like, oh, there is no way this dude doesn't commit to CU at this point. So when he flipped, I wasn't shocked. I was expecting it. So this is about a year and a half, 2 years in the making to watch Julian Lewis playing again. One of the best players I've ever evaluated. He's everything, in the past 5, 6 years, 7 years that I've been doing this, the best quarterback I've ever evaluated. We seen what Bryce Underwood did this past weekend, Julian Sane, all the rest of those freshmen. Julian Lewis is the real deal. This dude is going to light it up today. So, I'm really excited for this. So, I think, my wife's just sitting there kind of like, oh my gosh, he's going on rant about Julian where he said he wouldn't do it, but I just am thrilled to watch him play today. Let me see. Humble Texan, they are a classy looking program with the black and gold. Absolutely, man. They have, the Saints wear the same colors, but it's not the same. It don't look good. It don't look as good and as pretty, whatever the right word is, cool. I don't know, sleek. And I love when they wear the black helmets with the gold mask, face mask. Man, those are sweet though. Or even the all black with the the what do we call it? The shiny, glossy black helmets. Man, they look sharp. So not sure what they're wearing today. I haven't had much time to, go through the X feed to figure it out. But yeah, this is, let's see here. Oh, I guess Humble Texan went here. 06 alum. This is the best team I've seen, both sides of the ball. I'm excited to see everything come together, and I think this game is going to kickstart things. Yeah, I do too. This is the get right game, and this is going to get the Buffs rolling. I did kind of switch my stance a little bit. I think the Buffs now win and I had them going 9-3 beating Georgia Tech. I do think they win, and at the last game of the season, Kansas State looks rough. So hopefully they don't figure it out. Hopefully it just gets worse and worse from here. But yeah, just super excited. But yeah, I think this is the game, Humble Texan, that the Buffs get it right. This is when things start rolling, right? And again, I think it was either Domesticles or Northside was talking about this might have been the best thing for this Colorado team, or maybe my wife said that, losing that game last weekend, just so they're not walking around thinking, they're, it's one of those games. Maybe they needed to get put into place a little. Come to earth game. There you go. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm super excited for this guy. I cannot wait to get in there. Unless K Salter, so Demysticles G, unless K Salter has bad game, will there be a QB controversy after Delaware though? I think regardless, because like Delaware should not be hanging around in this game, and Julian Lewis is going to light it up. People are going to see him sling the ball around, whether that's internal or not. The outside noise is going to grow, in my opinion. It's already starting to grow, right? Like here in right, we're here in Colorado. We live about 30-40 minutes from Boulder. And it has started everywhere. The local channels, the Buff community, everybody's ready for Julian. So regardless or not, it's here. It's here, and it's only going to get louder. So do I think Caden played bad enough last week or good enough to keep his job last week? Yes. And again, I don't think it was him that necessarily played bad. It was the play calling that was bad. It was not set up for Caden. And then again, you can ask yourself the question of, if he was really that sick, why didn't Julian play? And again, that is my question, right? Because if it was that, my honest opinion on this, and again, I didn't want to say this out loud, but if Julian played last week, the Buffs win that game, in my opinion. So again, I'm just that high on Julian Lewis. He is going to have moments, right? He should be a senior in high school, like we talked about, 17-year-old kid. But man, this dude is wise beyond his years. So, and just a fantastic young man. Donates one of his NIL salaries back to some Marietta, Georgia, or where was it? His hometown there in Georgia. So, yeah, to help out. This is just a fantastic young man. And again, not saying Caden's not. Caden's a fantastic young man. You hear him up there after the game saying, I was sick, but that's no excuse. Like, man, tip your hat to that young man. He's fantastic. So, but yeah, we're gonna head in, gonna go have some fun. Head into the game. Go Buffs. Me and the wife are ready to go this week. The boys, the two monsters that came last week that are, AKA my sons, they wanted to stay home with grandma. So, which is cool. So it's just me and my wife today, and it's all, yeah, no kids. Yeah. So we're about to go in there and have some fun. Be loud as can be if you're here at the game. Yeah, catch in the game. Say what up, Manny, and to the wifey too, my wife. We're here though. We're here and we're gonna be loud. So we're gonna catch you guys after the game. We should be 1:30 kickoff. We're gonna stay till the very end, regardless of the score. But the wife and I will be there at the end, and we kind of like to mosey back to the car. We take our time a little bit, but we're gonna be here after the game to do our post game, wrap it up, let traffic clear out. But yeah, we're here, guys. So if you guys see me today, say what's up. But we'll catch you guys after the game, and today, big game for us. Catch me after the game, and as always, we end the game with our Heisman Trophy winner, right? Heisman Trophy winner, like Trav said, Skull Buffs, baby. All right, guys. Catch you after the game. Skull Buffs, baby.